Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a sit down chit chat with, of course, the husband with some question. So, and the question was, why did you marry a Filipino?
What is it like?
What it's like to marry a Filipina?
Yeah. She asking the questions and don't even know the questions.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I don't know. I think it's regular. I think it's like almost like just being married to, I guess, anybody. I don't know if it's a real difference being married to American versus Filipina. I think more so it's just the individual person, other than more than a culture. What's some things that are different?
Why do you think it's so hard?
No, they talk back. I can't think. Look, all of the things that people think when they marry a foreign girl, a foreign woman, or whatever, and I noticed like a lot of. We were talking like a while ago where like men were killing their wives or whatever. Yeah. Like some Filipinas was dying and stuff. And I know why. I'm not saying that it's right, but I understand why American men would fly off the edge, because we're already damaged or whatever. And what we hear versus what we actually experience is totally different. So a lot of people, and I don't want to rain on nobody's parade, but a lot of people when coming over, you're going to hear, oh man, stop dealing with these American women and go get you a Filipina and go to the Philippines and she's going to do this and you ain't got to worry about this no more. You ain't going to hear them talking back. You ain't got to put up with all this BS. And then when you actually marry her and, you know, bring her here to America or whatever, I don't think it's America actually making them become American. I think it's just it's a woman like any other woman. In the Philippines, you hear about it like a lot of the Philippines, like it's like they said, jealous girl. And so that would be the same thing, like just like an American woman here. When you leaving, they want to know where you're going. I don't know. It's all the same. So a lot of times what men get is, we've been told this lie about how much different the women are, and then when they actually get one, and then she starts talking back, and they like, wait, what the hell? You talking back to me? Like, you're not supposed to be talking back to me. You're a foreigner. They're like, you're a foreign girl, and just it's the same. So I think you're kind of more caught off guard that it's supposed to be a bigger difference than what it actually is. Now, to say that you're actually going 8,000 miles for her is, you like, well, if they're the same, why would you go 8,000 miles for the same type of girl or the same type of woman that you can actually get here? And I think that's where the difference actually comes in. It's not a difference of whether she's from the Philippines or Thailand or Vietnam or Cambodia. I don't think that's the big difference. I think the difference is the culture in which they live. So you can tell the difference of a Filipino that lives strictly in her country versus one that gets a chance to become Americanized, become an American girl. And that's the biggest difference. But the culture, even though they come over and get a little bit Americanized, the culture that they were born with is different from American culture. So it's a little bit, I always tell Belle, like the Philippines is like America 1970. And that's the way you got to think about it. The Philippines is like the Philippines right now. Now it's changing, so if you want a girl out there, you probably better go get her sooner than later. But the culture of 1960, 1970 here in America was really centered around family, Sunday dinners, eat together. You know, the family stayed in the same neighborhood. Many times, like my dad and his sisters, everybody lived on the same street. Like they didn't go moving off to different neighborhoods or different cities. Everybody stayed there. So that's kind of how the Philippines still is. Is that you get that the girl is still kind of indoctrinated into more of a family culture. So if you're looking for a more of a less individualized wife that's not really into the American individualistic culture, then you may want to travel 8,000 miles to find a girl that's still born and bred to be family oriented. And also the I think the home part is a little bit different. In our when Bells first got here, I was like, okay, don't need to work, but I had a different job. Don't need to work or whatever, and end up Bells actually end up going to work, and I'm like, oh my God, this girl want to work, right? But it became a cool thing because it gave her something to do, and it wasn't until I actually switched jobs that I needed her to stay home at that point because the daycare and all the kids I had would be way more than the money that she was making at the time. And that's another thing. People think that when Asian women or foreign women come over, that they actually don't want to work or they just want to be housewives, when really they don't. They don't. Because in the Philippines, the women are used to working. Like they're trying to go out, make money for the family. Everybody's trying because of the economy. Everybody's trying to work. So to get here and be told not to work while the man can kind of go in and out the house as he wants, don't know where he's going, and she's kind of at home, I think for anybody that would kind of depress them a little bit because they're far away from home. And also it's just like they just want to get out and move and work.
Yeah.
So I think, did I answer the question? I think that's what it's like being married to a Filipina. It's a lot of what you thought isn't. But they're a little bit more calm in nature. So the arguments are not as much as an American woman. But the longer she stays here, the more she talks back, the more she rolls her eyes, the more she has these American ideas start to leech onto her, and she starts to become a woman I've never seen before. Now, I think it's just a little bit more laid back feeling. And it's all about who you are too. So I'm a country guy. I'm from the country. I was born in the country. So getting a girl from Asia, where it's still like it's not as cityfied as like if I was from like one of the big cities here, like New York or Florida or Houston or something like that. Being that I was looking for a country girl, I can't handle city people, men or women. I don't really get down with city people too much because, you know, they just move faster than me. It's not like I don't like them. It's just they move faster and want more things than I'm used to wanting. Like a lot of things I don't really, I'm not really into, like the clothes. And if most guys that have Filipino wives, you can kind of attest to that you don't really need to buy them expensive clothes, expensive jewelry, anything expensive, because they're always trying to save money because they're from a place where you have to save your money in order to survive. So that's a good thing if you're looking for a wife that, well, until 10 years in America. Until 10 years in America, then they might want to start spending a little bit, you know. But that's another cool thing with Bells is the ability to save and try to save and just understand household dynamics that we need to have this amount of money, as opposed to the American culture, the credit card culture, where I gotta buy this right now. I don't care if we don't have the money next week. She'll kind of hold back even if it's something she really wants, if we can't get it, she'll hold back. So I think that's the first part. That's part one. I can't tell you all the other stuff.
Yeah.
That's part one. What else?
What else? What?
Leave us some questions in the comments. Leave us some questions in the comments, because we got a lot of things that we think people want to know. But
we gonna get into that. But we're doing just one at a time, so that we can really answer it. Or he can really answer it for you guys.
I'm just telling the people the truth. The rest of the questions ain't about this. I don't know why this question she picked, because this is the question that I have to do all the talking. Because it's not like, what's it like being married to a black man, or what's it like being married to an American man?
Well, it's just like the same though. What we did, like we had talk about what is it like being like marrying a black man and stuff, with that stuff. So it's just like alternate question to him. So that's why I had picked this question.
Yeah, and they do whatever you want them to do. Go give me some water right now. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. But
water right now.
Hey, don't worry about my water. But that's one thing I do. I did want to tell guys, don't feed into the lie that if you get a Filipina, she's gonna do whatever you say, do what you want her to do, because that's what really gets men angry, is that they've not gotten the fulfillment that they want here in this country, in America, and only to go out to another country 8,000 miles away, spend a whole bunch of money, and then get a woman in the house and she's just like the last woman that they had. And it's just because she's a woman. You have to see the value difference. You have to understand that, hey, one woman not gonna let you kind of talk to her crazy, then the other woman probably won't let you talk to her crazy. She might put up with a little bit more, right? She's probably gonna put up with a little bit more than the average American woman. Now that's true. She'll probably let a lot more roll off her shoulders than the average American woman. But I think that's more so because she's in a foreign country. Whereas if she was in the Philippines, she probably wouldn't take as much. I don't know if it would matter, but maybe so. But yeah, so that's it. That's all I think that's all I can answer. Anything else? Anything else you think about yourself that I didn't say?
I don't know.
You think more of yourself than
Of course.
he's supposed to say this about me. What else she thinks of herself? She thinks she's better than me?
I don't say that.
Yeah. I think that's it. A good mother. Most Asian women, most foreign women want to actually have children, which is a stark difference to, I don't want to say it's a stark difference, but it's American culture is getting to have less and less children. Like most of the people in this country, they're not getting married anymore until they're well within their 30s and 40s, because they're going after the career. Whereas still the women from the Asian countries or foreign countries, or especially when they marry an American person, they really, really want to have children with that person. So that's a good thing, that they actually want family. She want to be a grandmother so bad, so she can walk around and get people to do stuff for her, so she can be like the grandmother of the family. That's why she's had all those children. So she can have little grandbabies to hold and all that stuff, I think.
No, not that. Like, probably. Because...
Yes, that.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So that's it. Hope that y'all satisfied with his answers. And
100% true. It was 100% true. I could have added some more, but...
He won't.
I won't. I was going to sleep tonight. I want to sleep tonight.
So, press the like button, guys, if y'all like this video. If y'all want to ask more questions, please comment down if y'all have, questions to for us to answer. And we'll probably do a video for that to answer your questions. So
Sure.
we'll see y'all next time, guys. Like. please like, subscribe, and always remember to spread love, no hate. Bye for now, guys.
Peace.